Good afternoon, everybody. This um, is your new welcome video. And if you're new to the group, this is the first time that you have seen me live if you're watching, but I'm going to try and download this so that we can refer to it in the future, so then it won't be live. Anyway, I hope you're all keeping super well today. And this video, I wanted to remake the original What Happens Next or Welcome video because one, it was a bit outdated, but two, I just wanted to elaborate on a few things. So welcome everybody, and thank you for trusting me with your help, and I can assure you, you are in good hands. So what happens next for our new members? If you're an older member and you're watching this, you don't have to watch it, but if you like to see me and listen to me talk, then do watch it. So new members, this is going to be quite an overwhelming week for you. Going forward, a lot of content coming your way, a lot of questions probably coming my way, I guess. My best piece of advice is going to be trust the process and take your time. There's no rush. That's why the HEDA guide is lifetime membership, because you can record it, or you can print it off, or you can go back over stuff again. That's why these videos now, I'm starting to just save them to YouTube so people can go back and get them. Good news for everybody. This is top secret, but it's not going to be top secret after I tell you, is I'm working on an app for people. So if I don't respond to you right away, I'm sure you already knew I was busy, but now I'm even more busy. So I'm working on an app that's going to contain my best biohacking bits, a lot more exercise videos, recipes, just an extra tool that's just there on your phone that you can just tap on it. So yeah, anyway, so going forward, new ladies, welcome again. And I hope you're as excited as I am, because I've seen what results people can get when they really put their mind to it. Like Jackie just hit over 30 pounds, which is awesome. Some of our other members are nearly at 20 pounds, and so on and so on. So the results are there, but you really have to kind of give it your best effort and put your trust in the process. Over the next 5 weeks, you will get content released through the modules. And that's why people see the advertisement as in this is 5 weeks long, but it's really a membership forever, and people get confused. So every Friday, you're going to get a module released. Then every Sunday, you're going to get a summary module. And that's going to just highlight the most important parts from the main module that I want you to focus on that week ahead. So really the first round of someone doing the HEDA guide is the most overwhelming. And you just need to focus really on getting the hang of things, because if we do another round again, you might want to participate again, and so on and so on. So you'll see some of our older members are participating in this round because they like kind of a refresher, and you really do learn something new every time you read over or participate in stuff. Now, I don't expect you to remember everything. That is my job, to remember everything. But for you, the more questions you ask, the more that you will learn. And that is truth. My most successful people are the ones that ask questions a lot, and they participate a lot, and they support other members. And you can see those people are very, very successful. Stacy, yes, exciting, but a lot of work, because I'm a glutton for punishment, apparently. So week 1, now you're looking at the basic eating style going forward. So week 1, you're really just focusing on the basic eating style and getting the hang of your feeding window. And in regards to the grocery list, this is where your resources come in. So there's grocery lists and recipes and ideas everywhere. You just gotta look for them or know where to look for them. So one, the file section is awesome. So you've got all your PDFs in there, and some Word documents that link up to recipes. You've got a cert food recipe cookbook in there. There's a lunch recipe cookbook. There's a turmeric recipe PDF. There's just loads of ideas. Then back in the biohacking group, I published a guidelines grocery list a few weeks ago. I will post that in here, so it'll be in the file section too. And a lot of the questions today, being the release of module 1, a lot of the questions I was getting today were, what should my first grocery list look like? And I've kind of been referring people, well, look at this guidelines grocery list that I put in the biohacking group a few weeks ago. And based on that, circle or mark the stuff that you know you like, and then add in 1 or 2 things that you would like to try or haven't tried before, and add them into your list. If something is not on the list, or if I haven't mentioned something in any of the other kind of food categories list or anything, it means it doesn't benefit you at all. If it's not there, it's not supposed to be there. So there's your answer in case you ask me, what about pre-packaged sweet potato fries? If it's not on the list, it's not going to benefit you. So don't do it. Make your own homemade sweet potato fries. Next week it's easier. Usually once we get into week 2, everything starts to settle down. So next week is a meal plan. That's just super easy. And really, in regards to, just to talk about this, in regards to expenses, and this is just my opinion from how I speak in my experiences and watching people, there is talk that eating healthy can be more expensive. In my opinion, that could go either way, because people that eat junk food and eat out a lot, they're spending a lot of money, but they're not investing in their health. So the money that they should have invested in their health, they're going to be paying for down the line in the hospital and on medication and this, that, and the other. I don't eat a lot. I usually have 2 meals a day. I don't think it is expensive to eat well, and I'll say well, because you can, most of the time now, you can get a lot of frozen organic fruit and veg that their nutritional quality is the same as if it was fresh, but you can keep them in your freezer so they'll last longer and you can get them all year round. So that is easy enough, especially if you shop at Costco or Superstore, where they do a lot of organic frozen fruit and veg. A lot of the time you can find some good meats, especially in the farmers markets, that are the same price as the stuff you would buy in conventional markets, sans antibiotics and chemicals and all that other rubbish. And then, I mean, once you know what you're eating, it's not that expensive to eat well, in my opinion, and this is my opinion. And straight off the bat, you don't need to worry about getting grass-fed or getting pasture-raised or organic or blah, blah, blah. We want you to get the hang of things first. We don't want you panicking. So if you're changing from like pizza and pop to chicken and non-organic greens, that's not a big deal. You've already made a huge change right there. And then as time goes by, you're going to figure out where you can afford stuff, or where you can get grass-fed or organic stuff and where you can't. So, and it is very individualized, and my job is to teach you the benefits. So I really do hope you enjoy this journey. I really do, because it is a journey and I'm here to teach you. And by teaching you, then you're going to find your own way, your likes, your dislikes. If you have struggles along the way, you're going to obviously ask me or ask the group, and we're going to help you find your way. And you hear everyone talk about how health is a lifestyle. Of course it's a lifestyle, but there's so many different lifestyles now, between the keto and the paleo and the this and that, and should I go vegan and blah, 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 that we're here to help you narrow down your lifestyle, what works for you. Maybe you do like keto, maybe you do like paleo, maybe you just want to be a carnivore. But we're going to help you narrow that down and see what works for you and what works for your body. And That is super important. For it to be a lifestyle, it has to work for you and your body and your environment and how your days work and your family and all that. So I see a lot of people watching, and I see someone that I haven't seen in a while. So hi to you. I'm not going to call you out on this, but I'm glad to see you watching. So then you've got resources everywhere. One thing I push people a lot is the search bar. The search bar is so useful. You know, I use the search bar all the time, for one, tagging people and stuff, for two, to remember, did I say that or did I not say that, or to reiterate stuff. So the search bar is at the top of the groups on my phone, and anyway on my laptop it's to the left at the bottom, so it depends on what you're using. And in regards to, so Brianne asked earlier about recipes, so if you're looking for a recipe, you don't even have to type in recipes in the search bar. Just type in chicken or broccoli or cheese, and anything where we've mentioned will come up. And the same in the biohacking group. The search bars can be very useful. Like even if you add someone to the biohacking group, which you're all welcome to, I literally have been running that group for years. So if they type in thyroid, or they type in gout or UTI or whatever, some answers will come up there. So in my opinion, it's valuable information. So then we're looking at tracking. Dun, dun, dun. Tracking is like a word the devil made up, I think. The devil made up the words tracking, diet, and weighing scales. They're just words. That's all they are. They're all tools. So tracking, you know, and I can't say this enough, and there's a whole section on tracking in module 1. The most successful people in the world track. They track everything, right down to Richard Branson. They all track. I track every day. I track my food all the time. Have been doing so for 14 years now, quite a long time. That means I've used up quite a lot of paper. And lately I've been, well, in the last year I've been tracking mostly in chronometer. Tracking, not everyone likes it. And some people love it. Tracking is very beneficial. It is a big key factor in success. There's no point in just guessing what you're doing. You need to see something. It needs to be visual. It is a visual aid. And if I ask, well, have you been tracking, or can I see this or that? It's handy that if you do it. So you have some options. Chronometer. If you're some of the older members, you're probably using chronometer now. Chronometer is my favorite right now because it's vetted. What vetted means is someone is actually monitoring that all the macros and micronutrients and sizes and all are accurate. MyFitnessPal is kind of the easiest. It's the more user-friendly one. With MyFitnessPal, you can send me a friend request, and that way I can go in and I can access your food diary and I can see everything. With chronometer, you can't do that on the free version. You can if you go up to premium, and not everyone wants to pay that. So I am fine with people just sending me screenshots through Messenger if I ask for your food diary. Otherwise, MyFitnessPal, somebody asked about another app, Sensu or something like that yesterday. You know, that's fine, but you probably won't be able to add me. You'll have to send me screenshots. Alternatively, 1 or 2 people in the group are doing Instagram, so you create a private Instagram account and you will post pictures of your meals, and then whatever is in your meal in the description or the text, and then I can follow you and see and ask questions. Or you could just scribble it down a piece of paper, and if I ask to see, you'll send me screenshots. There's also a tracking, and there's a tracker in the file section, and we created that, and Julie helped me create that based on my old Weight Watchers tracker that I used for years, like 10 years I used that. I even brought some to Canada with me when I was emigrating. My Weight Watchers leader gave me a big pile, so I brought them to Canada and we designed a food tracker based on that layout. So that's in the file section, and you can print a few of those out and then just jot them in, or you can edit them and send them to me. But tracking is very, very important in the first while. For those of you that love tracking, just keep tracking forever and you find it very beneficial. There's no reason why you wouldn't do it. I can see I'm going to probably track until I'm 120, which is when I want to live to. Otherwise, if you're not a big fan of tracking, let's just see you do it for this week and the next 2 or 3 weeks. I'm not going to push you to do it. Those of you that have hit plateaus or that are having issues with gut health or hitting your targets or your results are not what you'd like to see, you would track for a few days for me, so that if I say, well, can I see what's going on, you could show that to me. But tracking is super important. And that's really all I have to say about that. There's a whole podcast on tracking. Read over the modules. Hi, Jackie. I hope you're enjoying Manitoba. Oh, Cheyenne. Hi. Nice to see you. Chanel. Hi. Hi, everyone. Geez, loads of people hopped on. People must be very dedicated at this time of the year. So read over the modules. I've added so much new content to the modules, and I always do, and I always let you know when I add it. And every once in a while I'll sneak in and I'll kind of edit a few sentences or a few little bits. You can print if you like, if you have printed it off. So if you have printed it off and it's came out really nice, please do let the rest of us know how that works, because I haven't converted it to PDF yet, and I've already got like a shit ton of stuff to do, so it's not like at the top of my list right now. But if some of you have printed it off in a nice way, please let the rest of the group know. And then a quick recap on the next 5 weeks really quickly is we're going to learn a different eating style every week. You'll get your module on Fridays. You'll get a summary modules on Sunday. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I'm very active in this group. If you're new to this group and you thought I was active before in the biohacking group and on my business page, let's just say I don't really get a minute to myself unless I'm in the gym or asleep. So I'm very active in here. I have scheduled posts. There's so much, and even you older members, there's more stuff. I have just kind of structured a whole kind of next few weeks out for everyone. But really don't be afraid to ask questions. It's very, 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 very important to ask questions. And I did a video before and I said, you know what, if you see another person ask a question and you know the answer them, support them, because you know someday that could be you. And we're here as a community to support each other. And no drama, ladies, because I'll kick you out. Anyway, we've only ever had to kick 2 people out. One of them, she was not a nice person, and then the other one was she refused to pay me, so she had to go. And that's it. I've loads of videos to do this evening and tomorrow. So be good and don't be afraid to ask questions and take deep breaths. New ladies, take deep breaths. It seems overwhelming now, but in the end, it's actually really simple. You're going to learn so much, like so much. And no question is too dumb. Don't be afraid to ask. But if you think the question has already been asked, check in the search bar first to see if the answer is already there. Okay. All right. Goodbye, everyone, and be good. Bye.